Hello, hello, good evening.
Good evening, teacher.
How are you doing today, miss?
Fine, teacher.
Fine, perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let me see some people already online. Thank you. And let's welcome you to the class. How are you doing, Luis Ernesto? How is everything for you?
I'm fine, teacher. I'm ready for the class.
Oh, perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. How was your day today? How was your day? Everything okay?
I'm fine, teacher. And you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. All right. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate your presence here. Thank you so much. Let me have more people already online. Thank you so much. How are you doing, Miss Blanca? How is everything for you?
It's all good, teacher.
All good.
Yes.
All right. Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining. Let me have more people participate. What about on this one? Let's see, Mr. Eduardo, how is everything?
Good, teacher.
Good. How are you feeling? Better?
Better, yes.
All
A little
right.
better.
Okay, a little better. That's nice. That's good. That's progress. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Perfect. Let me see more people already connected. How is everything for you, Miss Jacqueline?
Hello, teacher.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. How is everything for you?
Yes, I eating my dinner.
Oh, all right. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much and enjoy. Thank you so much for joining. Let me have more people on right at this moment. What about for you, Mr. Jose Noe? How is everything?
Hi, teacher, good.
You're good.
Yes.
All right. How was your day?
Mm, no
How was your
entendí.
day? How was your day? ¿Qué tal estuvo su día? It was nice. It was excellent. It was
Ah,
busy. Estuvo ocupado. It was stressing.
eh, good. Todo bien.
Was good. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I see more people already connected, and that's amazing. Thank you so much, and welcome, people, for today's class. Thank you so much. Let's check quickly over attendance, and then we begin on today's session. Let me check out this one, Mr. Alvaro Stanley, checking on attendance. Alvaro Stanley.
Present.
Thank you, Mr. Blanca Noemí Mengíbar. Blanca Noemí Mengíbar. Not yet. I continue. Brian Alejandro Hernández. Brian. Not yet. Let's continue. Claudia Eugenia Mejía.
Present, teacher.
All right. Thank you so much and welcome. Welcome to the class. Then Diego Javier Godínez.
Hello, teacher. Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. and welcome. Dinora Elizabeth Sánchez.
Present.
All right. Thank you so much, Miss. Thank you and welcome. Eduardo Alexander Flores.
Present, teacher.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Welcome. Erika Marcela Fajardo.
Una vez que no sé si te acordaste después.
Miss Marcela, thank you, thank you. All right, let's continue. Jacqueline Noemi Flores.
Present,
All
teacher.
right, thank you so much. Then I have Mr. Ariel Escobar.
Present, teacher, present.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. And welcome, Jose Noe Mendez.
Present.
All right, thank you. Then Jose Rigoberto Vaquerano.
Present, teacher.
All right, amazing. Thank you. Good evening, thank you. Then Carla Odalis Linares.
Present, teacher.
Thank you so much and welcome. Then I have Kenia Melissa Reyes. Kenia Melissa, probably not yet. Let's continue. Luis Ernesto Lopez.
Present, teacher.
All right, welcome, mister. Then I have Maria Lidia Diaz. Miss Maria Lidia. All right, not yet, probably. I continue. Let me see, Mr. Santos Neftali. Santos Neftali, not yet. Let's move on to the next person. Jancy Esmeralda Gutierrez.
Present, teacher.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you. Then Yolanda Maria Cárcamo.
Good evening, present.
All right, thank you so much, Miss. And Jocelyn Jamilet Sanchez. Miss Jocelyn? Not yet, probably. All right, thank you so much, everyone, for your confirmation to this class. I am really happy to have you here. All right, Mr. Santos, I checked on your message, no problem. Try to check on your device. Probably you have access to the camera and to the microphone later on. All right, thank you. Take a look at this one, people. What is happening today?
Class number 6.
Class number 6.
Exactly. Yes. Thank you so much. We have class number 6 on today. Thank you so much, people. And let's do a nice job as always. Before getting into business, let me have some people participate and we express some ideas about this. Let me have some volunteers at this moment. Mr. I go for boys at this moment. Mr. Stanley, what do you remember about yesterday's class?
Yesterday, I remember that we played a game.
All right. Thank you so much. What else do you remember? Let me have more people participate. Miss Lydia Diaz, what do you remember about yesterday's class?
Hi, teacher. I remember the birds and third person. And again, the bird.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. Let me have more people participate. What about you, Rigoberto? What do you remember?
I remember the work in platform.
Okay, exactly. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let me have one more person participate. What about on yesterday's class, Miss Yolanda? What do you remember?
I remember the simple present tense
Mm-hmm.
and the same, the verbs, they use el negative.
Uh-huh.
And bueno, only that.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you for that, people. That's correct. That's what we were checking on yesterday's class. Thank you. And that's nice. Now, check on this one, people. Check on your screens. All right. What is happening today? What do you see on your screen?
Unit.
Unit 2. All right. Now tell me, people, what is the name of unit number 2? Let's see if you have your material. Check your material. What is the name of this unit? Check on this one. Let me have some participations at this moment. Let me see. Miss. Let me have some people. Miss Blanca, what is the name of this unit?
At the workplace.
Todavía no lo encuentro.
All right, no problem, no problem. What about you, Miss Dinora?
How do you say ongoing?
Ongoing, correct.
Ongoing activities at the workplace.
All right, exactly. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let me have more people participate. What about on this unit? Diego Javier, what is the name of this unit? Not ready yet. Let me see on Carla Odalis. What is the name of this unit? Not available yet. Let me have
The
other person.
name,
Uh-huh.
the name is ongoing activities at the workplace.
Correct. Thank you so much. As you mentioned, people, thank you. That's correct. Take a look at this one. All right. I read it for you and then you practice after me. Ongoing activities at the workplace. Everybody, I want your collaboration. Let's read. What is the name of this unit?
Ongoing.
activities at the workplace.
Exactly. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's what we work on today. Now, just to see on this one, question, do you know the meaning of ongoing? What is the meaning of ongoing? Like this one, what is it?
Ongoing.
What is that? Does anybody know?
Vamos a hacer.
All right,
It's
it
similar.
might be possible.
Mm,
What is the meaning of ongoing? Let me help you on this one. When we talk about ongoing, we talk about something in progress, right?
sí, como en
Something,
marcha.
sorry, in marcha. It's possible.
Marcha o en curso.
Exactly. In one context, it is like that, right? Talking about that one. Talking about movement, right? Puede ser como en movimiento, en curso, o algo que está ocurriendo en cierto momento, algo que se está desarrollando, ¿ok? Eso es lo que vamos a tratar de enfocar en esta unidad. But that is the general topic. Ongoing activities at the workplace, okay? Thank you so much for that. And let me see in this one. Just to get started on today's practice, take a look at the first objective that we have on this part. I read the objective and then I have some volunteers to read. Objective, I will be able to say how frequently, right? Double check on that one. Let me highlight it for you. How frequently I do an activity in the workplace. All right, that's the objective. Let me have some people participate on this. Mr. I give the chance at this moment to Jose Rigoberto. Can I have your collaboration to read the objective, please?
Okay, class objective. I will be I will be able to say how frequently I do an activity in the workplace.
Okay, thank you so much, Jose Rigoberto. All right, thank you. Can I have your collaboration as well? Let me see, Miss Jacqueline, can I have your collaboration to read the objective?
I will be able to say how frequently I do an activity in the workplace.
There we are. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's what we work on today, people. Thank you so much. Do you know the meaning of frequently? What is the meaning of that?
Frecuentemente.
Exactly, exactly. Talking about a repetition, the repetition of something, right? The frequency, the repetition of something. That's correct. That's what we check on today. And for today's session, let's get started. What do you see on the screen? What do we do at this moment, people?
Conversation.
A conversation. Thank you, thank you. And that's fine. Question, people. What are the names of the people who participate in this conversation?
John
Uh-huh.
and
We have John
N and Owen.
Anne. Let's say Anne. Let's go for Anne on this one. All right. Thank you. Exactly. We have John and we have a lady as well, as you mentioned. All right. We have Anne. Take a look at this one. There is an instruction that we go over for this exercise. And tell me, guys, what's today's instruction? What does it say? Can we read the instruction?
Listen to your
To your
Teacher
teacher
with
with
the
conversation
conversations, then
and
practice with
practice
a
with a
partner.
partner.
Exactly. Then practice with a partner. At this moment, we listen to this conversation and then I help you on pronunciation and I help you on vocabulary as well. Listen to this. How often do you check your email? Every 2 hours. And you? Well, I try to check it as often as I can. And how often do you call your clients? I often call them once a week on Monday, but I usually call them on Friday to check their order. Do you call clients? Yes, I always call them first thing in the morning. I believe it is important to have contact with them all the time. You are right. Second time, listen to this conversation, okay? It goes like this. How often do you check your email? Every 2 hours. And you? Well, I try to check it as often as I can. And how often do you call your clients? I often call them once a week on Monday, but I usually call them on Friday to check their order. Do you call clients? Yes, I always call them first thing in the morning. I believe it is important to have contact with them all the time. You are right. Okay, that was the second time in this conversation. Now, tell me, people, is there any new expression for you in this conversation? New expressions? Check on this.
The pronunciation and usually
Okay,
or
perfect.
usu-
Perfect, perfect. On this one, pronunciation, you go like you,
you
usually,
usually.
usually, usually. Thank you so much. Good one.
The pronunciation
Go ahead.
important or import?
The
Import.
two, the two of them are okay, right? Some people emphasize the letter T like important, and some others go for important. Important. There is no problem. The two of them are acceptable in this case, right? Mostly, in the majority of the cases, you will listen to important, right? Something like that, because in American English, they don't emphasize the letter T too much, right? Generalmente se va a escuchar que las letras T en ciertas combinaciones no se enfatizan tanto, ¿ok? Sino que suenan más como una R. Eso ocurre en el acento americano, American accent, right? But in British, si hablamos ya del británico, de allá de Inglaterra y toda la cosa, ahí le dice important, important. Ellos enfatizan mucho la T. Entonces las dos, si de pronto se dice important or important, that's okay. All right, no problem. I'm happy to help. Is there any other question? Question? Vocabulary or probably pronunciation?
Between often and
Time,
usually
All right. Between often, talking about the meaning of them.
Yes, is
Mhm. All
una
right.
es a menudo y la otra es usualmente, me imagino.
Usualmente, generalmente. Exacto.
Entonces,
Exacto. Ujú.
usualmente iría como que una respuesta que lo hago más frecuentemente, digamos.
Exactly. There are levels, right? There are levels. They show different type of repetition. All right. We're going to check later on. Ya vamos a chequear una tablita que les tengo preparada donde vamos a ir viendo un porcentaje aproximado que cada
Ajá.
estas expresiones aportan. Okay. Pero
Ujú.
in questions, like in this case, take a look at this one. In questions, we are going to use the expression how often. That is
Oh,
just a combination for questions. How often, right? And then you are free to express the repetition that you want, right? You can say never, always, eh, sometimes. It depends on that. But they have different meanings. Cada una de estas palabras tiene o aporta un porcentaje determinado a la repetición que nosotros queramos incorporar. Ahí va a depender del dato que sea real para nosotros y lo que necesitamos expresar. Pero en preguntas, por ejemplo, siempre nos vamos a quedar con la combinación how often. Esa sería siempre nuestra pregunta para averiguar qué tan a menudo o qué tan frecuente. How often, right? Talking about activities and actions. We check on that. Ya vamos a chequear más info, no se preocupen. Ya vamos a ver diferentes, diferentes frases para representar repetición. Any other question about this?
About the sentence,
Ujú,
as often as I can.
ujú.
The meaning is cada vez que puedo.
Exactly, right? O tan frecuente como puedo, tan seguido como pueda. Ahí sería como en interpretación, pero esa es la idea, ¿ok? As often. Ujú.
Okay, thank you.
All right, no problem. No problem, no problem.
And the other sentence,
Ujú,
first things in the morning. Me
ujú.
imagino que se refiere a lo primero que hace en la mañana.
Correct, correct. The person is expressing an activity, the first activity in the morning. Exactly. Like
Okay.
first thing in the morning. And this is
Okay.
to express something you do very early. For example, in this one, let me give you an example, right? First, sorry, you go like this one, first thing in the morning. This is to express, as we mentioned, like an activity that you do, like the first activity. And I can tell you, right? I drink coffee, right? I drink coffee first thing in the morning, right? The first thing, right? You are expressing something that is that you do first, right? Como prioridad o algo que usted hace, lo primero que hace prácticamente cuando utiliza esta expresión. First thing in the morning. Let me have some people participate. What about you, Marcela? What is the first thing in the morning you do?
In my work,
Or in general, there is no problem.
I don't know how do you say in English.
Ujú.
Encender un incienso de aroma.
Oh, sir, I believe it's incense, if I am not mistaken, on that one. So you can say, you light up. Vamos a utilizar el verbo light up, right? Porque es como con fuego, ¿ok? Déjenme ponerlo por acá. Vamos a ver acá. Let me change the expression in this one. And you can say like this. I light up an incense, right? First, and then you accompany this one first thing in the morning. That is how you call it, right? Vamos a utilizar el verbo light up porque es el verbo encender pero con fuego, ¿ok? No encender como de luz, de un interruptor o con batería, sino que vamos a utilizar en este caso light up, right? Eso quiere decir encender pero con fuego. I light
And
up an
how do
incense.
you say, sorry, and how
Ajá.
do you say encender una vela.
The same one, light up a candle. Lo mismo. In this case,
Okay.
you say like this. You change the complement, right? Light up a candle.
Okay.
That is
Okay.
how you go.
Thank you.
All right, perfect. Let me have more people participate on this one. Think about it. First thing in the morning for you. Miss Lydia, what do you do? First thing in the morning.
I brush my teeth in the morning.
All right, first thing in the morning. Okay, thank you so much. I get it. What about for you, Diego Javier?
I turning off the alarm
Uh-huh.
first thing in the morning.
All right, turn off the alarm. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Let me have other person participate. What about on this information, Miss Dinora Sanchez?
I I don't know. I eat break. No, sí, déjame pensar. Así. I eat breakfast first in the morning.
First thing in the morning.
morning.
All right. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Remember, the expression is to make emphasis for the first activity, right? That is what we are practicing on this one, right? But thank you so much for that. Now, is there any other question about vocabulary on this? Vocabulary?
No.
Not at this moment. All right, let's work on something just to give you some more practice about this. Let me check on this. All right, let me practice and highlight some information to you. Remember the emphasis here. Let me see on the other emphasis here. Do you call your client? Emphasis is at the end, and that's it. And let's practice other expressions on pronunciation. Let's see, on this one, on this work, this one as well. And that's it. All right, let's check on the light blue information. Vamos a ir con las azulitas o celestes que vemos por ahí. That represents the emphasis in a question. Recuérdese que las preguntas llevan cierto énfasis y acá yo se los he marcado. Listen and practice after me. How often do you check your email? Everybody, how often do you check your email?
How often do you check your mail?
Thank you. The next one, how often do you call your clients? How often?
Do you call clients?
Thank you. And the last one in blue, do you call clients? Do you call clients?
How often do you check?
Exactly. Check on the third one is at the end. Note que la tercera pregunta que tenemos por ahí, que yo le marqué en celestito, el énfasis va al final. Vamos con sin variar tanto el tono de voz. Do you call clients? En ese va un poquitito de elevación, ¿ok? Do you call clients? Y en las otras va al inicio. Thank you. Y las otras van al inicio. How often? How often do you check your email? Vea que lo demás sigue prácticamente un patrón sin variación. Okay, solo lo celestito. The next one, let's check the information in green. There are some expressions. Unas expresiones que me gustaría que practiquemos para ganar fluidez. Listen and practice after me. As often as I can. As often as I can. Everybody, as often as I can. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Don't stop. Don't stop on this one, right? Listen one more time. As often as I can. As often as I can. Everybody. Thank
As
you.
often as
Often
I
as I can.
As often as I
as
can.
often as
Often as I can.
As can.
Oh, perfect, perfect. Remember to go
as
on that
often
one.
as.
Thank you, thank you. The next one,
Es
the
como,
next green. Tell me, tell me.
es
Tell me.
como unir las palabras, ¿verdad?
Exacto,
En la pronunciación.
exacto, exacto. Eso en inglés se llama linking sounds, como una unión de sonidos. No es que nosotros estemos eliminando sonidos, sino que unimos el sonido final de una palabra con el que sigue, con el sonido inicial de la siguiente palabra. Eso ocurre generalmente cuando tenemos consonante vocal o vocal consonante, ¿ok? Porque se presta a que nosotros podamos alargar el sonido. No es necesario pausar. Tomemos como ejemplo la primera. Si yo digo as y paro y después digo often as I can. Entonces ya hice muchas pausas, ¿ok? Porque me voy enfocando en cada palabra. As often as I can, right? Pronunciación bien, pero en fluidez no tan bien. ¿Qué hacemos? En lugar de decir as often con pausa, digo as often, right? El sonido de la S lo transfiero ya para la O. As often. Y lo mismo ocurre en las siguientes. Often as. Right? El sonido termina en N. Often as I can. Right? Por eso es que no estamos haciendo ninguna pausa en esa pequeña expresión. As often as I can. Vea que yo no hago pausa. One more time, listen. As often as I can. Hasta el final, tal vez. Right? Pero no pausemos. Eso nos va a ayudar a que sonemos bastante natural en el idioma y ganemos fluidez. Recuerden, no es que estamos eliminando sonidos, porque no lo estamos haciendo. Simplemente estamos uniendo los finales con los inicios. Es lo único. Y eso es un dato muy importante cuando nosotros estamos aprendiendo. Tanto practicarlo nosotros y saberlo identificar cuando alguien lo está utilizando o cuando habla de esta forma. Porque si de pronto tenemos la oportunidad de hablar con alguien nativo y nos habla de esta forma, ¿qué va a decir usted? Ve, pero yo estuve estudiando inglés y yo no le entendí nada. Al teacher sí le entendí, a mi compañero sí, pero vamos a cierto grado haciendo pausas nosotros, porque estamos en una fase inicial. Después de esa pausa ya no las hacen las personas. Hey, how often do you check this one? Ah, as often as I can. Y usted se queda, as often, ¿y qué me dijo esta persona? A ver qué trabalengua me acaba de decir. No, le dijo, as often as I can. Ahí es importante prepararnos y entrenar nuestro oído también. One more time, the last time. Vamos la última vez practicando esa expresión. Listen and practice after me. As often as I can. Everybody. As often as I can. All right. The other one. Vamos con la otra. Escuche. Once a week on. Once a week on. All right. Ve aquí yo no hago pausa. No estoy diciendo once a week on. Once a week on. Y de ahí solo me queda Monday. Once a week on Monday. One more time. Listen. Once a week on Monday. Time to
Once
practice.
on
Once
Monday.
a week on Monday.
Exactly.
On
Exactly.
Monday. Okay.
Exactly. Thank you.
Once a week on Monday.
Perfect. One more time. Listen, everybody, and practice after me. Once a week on Monday. Everybody.
Once a week on Monday.
Once a week
Once
on
a week on
Monday.
Monday.
Once a week on Monday.
Perfect. 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 That's the way to go, people. That's the way to go. Continue practicing and you'll do nice on this one, all right? Recuerde mi consejo, practique, practique lo más que pueda. En clase estamos practicando, pero después, mañana usted trate de recordar la conversación. Remember, and practice as often as I can, right? Once a week on Monday, and practice the conversation. Now, let's do something. We are going to work together and we practice on this conversation. Les voy a dar chance que trabajemos en mini grupos y nosotros podamos trabajar en cuestión de pronunciación, pronunciation, fluency, and intonation. All right, at this moment, let's make groups of 3 so you can have a nice time to practice. Vamos a hacer grupos de 3 para que se vayan rotando las participaciones y puedan practicar la conversación. ¿Ok? Take turns. Tomen turnos para ir participando. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Yeah?
Sure.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Let's do it. And let's do a nice job as always, people. Thank you.
pronunciación es I believe, ¿verdad?
I believe.
Bueno. Pues sí, no estaba mal.
I believe. Ajá. Solo que tal vez donde dice am, no dice I often call. ¿No?
¿Cómo?
En la de sería I often call than once a week on Monday. Ahí no es but, es como but, algo así creo que. But I usually.
Sí, creo que sí. But creo que sí. I usually call him on Friday to check the.
On Friday to check the orders.
Do you call clients?
Do you call clients?
Sí. Después uno, yes. I always call the first thing in the morning. I believe it is important to have a contact with them all the time.
Bullying.
De hecho, sí, es bien más fácil unirla.
As I can.
As often as I can. As often as I can.
As often as I can.
As often as I can.
As often as I can.
As often as I can. Creo que
And how often do you call your client? Cuestión de practicarlo.
How often do you call on your client? Ay, no me sale.
¿Cuál?
How often do you call your client?
How often do you call your clients? Pero sí, esto es.
Sí. Voy a practicarlo una vez más.
Vaya, está bien.
Yeah.
Usted con
¿Quién
Kenia,
usted?
¿se gusta? Porque yo terminé. Oye, entonces con usted.
¿Quién iba a empezar?
Usted sí gusta.
Vaya, sería John.
Hello.
Hello, hello. How are you doing?
Hello.
Hi, teacher.
Hello, do you practice?
Yo me acabo de conectar, tuve una falla, teacher.
All right, no problem, no problem. All right, what about the rest? Have you practiced?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. How many times did you practice? ¿Cuántas veces han practicado?
2 times.
2 times. All right, thank you. No problem. Let's check on the rest. And at this moment, we return to the main room. Thank you so much.
Okay, teacher, thank you.
Thank you. All right. Thank you so much, people, for your time in the practice. Tell me, did you practice a lot? ¿Practicamos bastante? So? Comments. How much did you practice? ¿Cómo nos fue? Cuéntenme. ¿Practicaron o no?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. What about the rest? Did you have the chance to practice?
Yes, sure.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Thank you so much, people. As I mentioned, you did great. I was checking on some groups and I know you were doing great. So that's amazing. Let's continue checking on some information of today. All right. But before we go on this one, I would love to give the chance to some volunteers to read on this one. All right. We're going to have 6 people. Vamos a darle chance antes de pasar la siguiente práctica. 6 personas voluntarias. All right. You raise your hand and I give you the chance to participate on this conversation and we give feedback about this activity. At this moment, 6 people to raise the hand. Thank you.
I want.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you. Let's begin on this one. Thank you. Thank you. I give the chance. Don't worry, right? I give the chance. First people or first person is Marcela and Jose Rigoberto, right? You participate and we listen to you. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Sí. Yo sería John.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. How often do you check your email?
Every 2 hours, and you?
Well, I try to check it as often as I can. And how often do you call your clients?
I often call them once a week on Monday, but I usually call them on Friday to check their order. Do you call clients?
Yes, I always call them first thing in the morning. I believe it is important to have contact with them all the time.
You are right.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Good one. Good one. You did great. Let's continue working on fluency, but the rest, everything is okay. Let me have more people participate. And I give the chance at this moment to Miss Blanca. All right. And Diego Javier. Diego, you are John. Blanca, you are Anne in this conversation. And we listen to you guys. Thank you.
How often do you check your email?
Every 2 hours. And you?
Well, I try to check it as often as I can. And how often do you call your client?
I often call them once a week on Monday, but I usually call them on Friday to check their order. Do you call clients?
Yes, I always call them first thing in the morning. I believe it is important to have contact by them all the time.
You are right.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. There are some words we're going to practice, but I will give you general feedback, all right? Hay algunas palabritas que vamos a repasar, pero lo haremos al final de las participaciones y lo hacemos como clase en general, all right? But in general terms, good job. Let's continue. Let's continue. Next people to participate. Mr. Jose Noe, you are John, and Yolanda, you are Anne in this conversation. Thank you so much.
How often do you check your email?
Every 2 hours. And you?
Well, I try to check it is as often as I can. And how often do you call your clients?
I often call them once a week on Monday, but I usually call them on Friday to check the order. Do you call clients?
Yes, I always call them first thing in the morning. I believe it is important to have contact with them all the time.
You are right.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Good job on this one, people. Good job in this one. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Now, let's have the last people to participate, and I give the chance for Alvaro Stanley to be joined in this conversation, and I give the chance to Carla Odalis to help us with Anne's participation, please. Thank you so much.
Okay. How often do you check your emails?
Every 2 hours. And you?
Well, I try to check it as often as I can. And how often do you call your clients?
I often call the once a week on Monday, but I usually call them on the Friday to check the order. Do you call clients?
Yes, I always call them first thing in the morning. I believe it's important to have contact with them all the time.
You are right.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for that, people. Good job in the practice. Now, let me give you some general feedback just to continue learning on this progress. Let's see. Let's have some expressions in this one. And let me see on this one. Pronunciation of the verb. Listen and practice after me. Call, call,
Call.
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 Mhm.
Call.
Right? Thank
Call.
exactly.
Call.
Thank you so much. It's with an O, more like O. Call, call. Not call,
Call.
right? Not it's O. Call. I call
Oh,
them. Call them. Mhm. Thank
Call
you.
them. Call them.
Exactly. The next one. Listen and practice. Usually.
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 Exactly.
Usually.
Usually. Thank you. Thank you so much. The next one, let me check on this part. Listen and practice. Believe.
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 Believe,
Believe.
believe.
Believe. Mhm. Thank you. And after that, everything was nice. Congrats. Remember, practice as much as you can. That is going to help you tremendously. Thank you. Thank you for that. Now, let's move on to the next practice. Let me see. There is a question. Can we read the question, please? The one in yellow. How often?
How often do you
How
attend meetings?
Thank you. Thank you, Blanca. Thank you so much. And let me have some people participate. What about on you, Marcela? How often do you attend meetings?
Every day.
I attend
Every day.
meetings every day.
Every day.
Oh, really?
Yes.
My goodness, you are a busy woman. All right, thank you.
Eh,
Marcela, choose other classmate and ask the same question, please. Vamos a escoger a otro compañero y me le formula la misma pregunta. How often do
Okay.
you attend meetings? Thank you.
Jose Ariel. Jose Ariel, how often do you attend meetings?
I never attend meetings in my work.
Never or always? Sorry.
Never.
Never. Oh, that's
Yeah.
amazing. All right, that's good. Never. All right, thank you, Ariel. Now, the same idea, Ariel. Choose a classmate, ask the same question.
Alvaro Stanley, how often do you attend meetings?
I sometimes attend meetings
I
in my work.
sometimes. All right, sometimes. All right, thank you so much. Mr. Stanley, the last person to participate. Choose the person, ask the question.
How often do you attend meetings in Kenya, Melissa?
Mhm.
Um, every a week. No. Una vez por semana, ¿cómo sería?
Ah,
I
you
I
say,
with
I attend once a week.
I attend once a week.
Once a week. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much for that, people. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now, let's continue on more information. Let's check on comprehension practice, a book practice. There is a question. Can we read it together, please? Let's do it together. How often, everybody?
Have
How
How
often
often
how that
goes
How
That's
often does
Anne.
Anne check her
Uncheck
email?
her
Your
email.
email.
There we are. Thank you so much. Try to remember. How often does Anne check her email? Do you remember?
2 hours.
2 hours? Okay, thank you.
Every 2 hours.
Every 2 hours.
Every 2 hours.
All right. Thank you so much. More comments on this one. What about on this answer? Santos Neftali, how often does Anne check her email? Technical problems with the microphone, mister? Ooh. All right, no problem, no problem. I understand the situation. What about on this one, Mr. Jose Rigoberto? How often does Anne check her email?
And check her email every 2 hours.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you for that. Let me see if we are correct. Correct, people. Now let's work together. Can we read the answer? Everybody, she
She checks
checks
her email every 2 hours.
2 hours.
Exactly. Thank you so much. Check on this one. We have other expression to express repetition, and this is a phrase. Ve que tenemos una frase que puede tener dos, tres palabras o más para expresar repetición. Every 2 hours, right? Cada 2 horas. That is possible. Now, question people, what is something you do every 2 hours? Think about that one. Piensa en algo que usted hace cada 2 horas, all right? Think about that one. What do you do every 2 hours? For me, I check my cell phone every 2 hours. Marcela, what about you?
I check my schedule
Check your schedule every 2 hours.
every two. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Sometimes every 1 hour.
Every hour.
Every hour, yes.
Oh, interesting. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Let me have more people participate. Kenya, do you want to participate on this one?
Era lo de I drink hours, o sea, beber agua cada 2 horas.
Okay, you say this one. I drink water every 2 hours. Can you repeat?
I drink water every 2 hours.
Okay, thank you. That's good. That's a good thing. Thank you so much. Let me have more people. Diego Javier, what is something you do every 2 hours?
I eating every 2 hours.
All right. Can you repeat the action one more time, please?
I eating.
Eat. You eat.
Eating.
All right. In this case, you say I eat. Sin el base form, el verbo en su forma base. I eat. I eat every 2 hours.
Yes, I eat every 2 hours.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that information. Thank you. Now, people, tell me, question number 2. Why is it important to check the email? Comments. Why is it important? ¿Por qué creen que será importante chequear el email todos los días? Why is it important? Comments.
¿Nuestro email o el de la historia?
It could be any of them. In your case, let's take it personal. Tomémoslo personal, ¿ok? No tanto el de la persona, sino que el suyo. Why is it important? ¿Por qué es importante? Let me have some people
In my
participate.
case, because I have to programar citas.
In that case, you say, I have to arrange appointments.
Can you spell me
Yeah,
arrange?
no problem. I spell it to you and I type it here, right? You say ARRANGE and then APPONTMENTS. Appointments. Arrange, right? Arrange Arrange is similar to organize in this case, right? Arrange appointments.
Okay, so in my case, because I have to arrange appointments.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Understandable. Thank you so much. Other volunteer. Why is it important to check the email?
Me.
Thank you,
In my
Yolanda.
case, to be waiting to receive products.
Oh, all right. So the communication to receive products is by email.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, Yolanda, for your participation. One final participation from the boys, please. Ariel, Ariel and then Stanley. I know you are ready. Ya vi que activaron su micrófono y van con todo. Right? Ariel and then Stanley. Tell me, mister.
Because there are jobs offers.
There are your off. Interesting. That's a good point. Valid point. Thank you. Stanley, what about you?
In my case, because I have documents about my work.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. All are valid reasons, people. Nice reasons and nice explanation for this. Good job, good job. Thank you, thank you. Now, let's keep on working and let's keep on checking on more info for today. Let me change my screen and we practice more. We're going to check on something that is called frequency adverbs. All right, that is the name of this point that we study. Right, frequency adverbs. Take a look at this one. This word is in disorder. Note por ahí que están las letras, pero no están en orden. No vaya a creer que esa es la palabra que ni sé cómo se pronunciaría, ¿ok? Porque está en desorden, ¿ok? No se preocupe, que diga, pues la teacher, palabra es nueva para mí. Don't worry. But,
always.
Ah, thank you. Thank you so much. We order and we say, what is the
Me
word?
la ganó.
Excellent. Yo sé que ya estaban ahí con todo. Me llega. I like it. Thank you so much. Repeat after me, people. Always.
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 All right. Next one. Check on the rest. What is the
Usually.
mystery word?
Usually.
People. You're nice people. Repeat after
Usually.
me. Usually.
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 Exactly. You go for you. Note el inicio, ¿ok? No decimos U, right? You, usually. You, como que está diciendo you, con Y, U, ¿verdad? Usually. Usually. Usually.
Usually.
All right, there we are. The next one, oh, sorry. Wait. What happened? All right, check on this one. Esta pudiera ser nueva para ustedes, but what is it?
Normally.
Thank you so much. What's the word, people?
Normally.
Normally. Thank you so much. We say normally, right? Take a look at the next one. It is
Often.
often, exactly. Notice something in this word. Let me help you. In pronunciation, the letter T is mute, right? It's mute. You say often. Letter T, often, often. Like that. It's mute. La letra T no suena en esa palabra, ¿ok? Está en su forma escrita, si la necesitamos, perfecto. But in pronunciation, no. You say often, así tal cual. Mentalmente elimine la T usted, ¿ok? Often. Now, the next one on this practice. Take a look at this. And what's the word?
Sometimes.
I say meet people. Come on. No, it doesn't say like that, right? It's different. What's the word, people? Repeat after me. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
All right. Thank you so much. Check on the next one. Ooh, what's this?
Occasionally.
Thank you so much. Perfect. Listen and repeat after me. Occasionally. Occasionally. Thank you so much. What about on the next one? What is it?
Seldom. Seldom.
Yes, correct. Everybody, practice for everybody.
Sí.
Listen and repeat after me. Seldom.
Seldom.
Seldom. All right, thank you. And I guess I have one. Oh, there are other words. What about this one?
Rarely.
Never.
Good job, good job.
Very good.
Listen and practice, right? Listen and practice. Rarely, rarely,
Rarely.
rarely, rarely. Exactly.
Rarely.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Right, check on the pronunciation and take your notes. Recuerde la sugerencia también, tome notas de cómo la palabra se pronuncia. Escritura es una cosa, pronunciación puede cambiar, ¿ok? Rarely, 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 right? What about on this vocabulary word? What is it?
Never.
Never.
Never. Exactly. Thank you so much. We have never. Nicely done, people. Now, let's work on this information. When we talk about frequency adverbs, they express an approximate percentage of repetition. When you translate, sometimes there is not much different, right? Vea por acá que esas palabras son adverbios de frecuencia, como ya lo sabemos, para denotar qué tan frecuente es ese algo, hablando de una repetición, de una acción. Si usted a veces lo traduce, de pronto no nos queda como que tan claro decir y cuál va antes que la otra generalmente, usualmente, y cuál va primero, o qué pasa, ¿ok? Cuando usted lo traduce, incluso hasta pueden haber palabras que se las traduzca igual, ¿ok? Entonces usted dice, ¿y qué pasará? Entonces, ¿cuál es la diferencia? Let's try to get this one in English. That's my suggestion. Está bien que sepamos qué significa en español, pero la sugerencia es que nos vayamos mentalizando en su forma en inglés. Eso nos va a facilitar mucho comprender todas las expresiones. Now, take a look at this inverted pyramid, right? Esta pirámide invertida. The first one represents 100%, right? Un aproximado, ¿ok? Tampoco es que estos números son como que exactos. Usted busca en internet y le decía que ayer era el 72% y usted, teacher, me dijo el 70%. ¿Y qué pasó con ese 2%? No, son aproximados, right? So you have an idea. The first one, what frequency adverb can we use in 100%?
Always.
Always.
Exactly. Thank you so much. Let me go on this one. Frequency adverbs. The first one, always. Okay? What about in the 90%? De los que estudiamos, ¿o cuál cree usted que va en un 90%?
Usually.
Often.
Often. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Usually.
Okay.
Usually.
On this one. Exactly, people. In this one, we can have usually. That represents the 90%. Okay. Considerando todas las veces que se hace un 90%, si usted lo gusta representar con un adverbio de frecuencia, utilizamos un usually, ¿ok? What about the 80%? Vamos con el 80, 80%.
Often.
Often.
Often, all right? We can have in this one more information, normally or generally, right? Normally, generally. They represent the 80%. Take a look at this one. What about the 70? Vea las del 70%. ¿Utilizamos?
Often.
Often. And the other?
Totally.
Frequently. Frequently. There we are. What about in the 50%? All right. Check on this one. Yeah, correct. In the 50, we say sometimes. All right, sometimes. We go lower on this one. What about the 30%?
Rarely.
Thank you.
Rarely.
All right, let's see this one. Let me see. The 30%, We can say in this one, occasionally. Repeat after me, occasionally.
Occasionally.
Thank you. The 10%, what is the expression?
Rarely.
Rarely.
Exactly, thank you so much. 10%, what is the expression?
Seldom.
Seldom, exactly. 5%.
Rarely.
Aha. Check on pronunciation.
Rarely.
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 Exactly. And what about the 0%?
Never.
Never.
Never. Exactly. There we are. Final pronunciation practice on this one. Listen and repeat after me. Always.
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 Usually.
Usually.
Normally.
Normally.
Generally.
Generally.
Often.
Often.
Frequently.
Frequently.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Occasionally.
Occasionally.
Seldom.
Seldom.
Rarely.
Rarely.
Never.
Never.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Then check on this one. I have a question for you. Remember, the expression that we use in questions is this one. All right. Recuerde que para averiguar frecuencia siempre vamos a utilizar often. How often. Esa es como la frase ya estructurada para preguntar qué tan frecuente. En este caso de la pregunta no la pudiéramos variar, como decir how always, que siempre, no tiene sentido, ¿verdad? Or how never, que nunca lo haces. Doesn't make sense, right? No tiene sentido. La palabra que vamos a utilizar para la pregunta siempre va a ser often, right? Esa va a ser nuestra pregunta para averiguar repetición. Now, let's practice the question on screen. How often do you write memos? Everybody practice. How often?
Often do you write
memos?
All right, thank you so much. And let's see this one. Thank you. Okay, this is how we order the answer in this part, all right? I, sometimes, I never, I often, I frequently, and then the rest of the info.
Sometimes.
Uh-huh.
Write
Claudia,
memos.
I sometimes,
I sometimes write memos.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. What about you, Lydia Diaz? How often do you write memos?
I usually write memos.
Okay, thank you so much. What about you, Luis Ernesto?
I always write memos in the class.
Oh, amazing. Thank you so much. Luis Ernesto, 1 point. Se gana un punto, Luis Ernesto, por ese comentario. Me llega. Right? I always write memos. Excellent. I know. Todos creo que lo hacemos. No problem. All right. Let me have more people participate. What about on you, Miss Jocelyn Jamilet? No problem. Let's see on Jancy Esmeralda.
I usually write memos.
All right, usually, thank you so much. What about on this information for you, Mr. Ariel?
I usually write memos.
Usually, all right, thank you so much. Good job, people. Now, let me have more information for you. Let me see on this part. I believe there is other question. Yes, there is other question. Listen and practice to this, all right? I read one time and you practice. Remember the expression, like this one. Listen and practice. How often do you give instructions to coworkers? Everybody, how often?
How
How often
Often
do you give?
Give instruction
to coworker.
to coworker.
Thank you, thank you. Let's see to coworkers. Check on this one. Remember, in questions, we use auxiliaries, but in answers, we do not use auxiliaries. Vamos con los elementos de la pregunta. As you know, how often is fixed, right? Vea que el often, recuérdese, va por defecto en el formato de la pregunta. Vea que en las respuestas no es necesario que usted utilice esos elementos fijos de la pregunta. Por ejemplo, it is not necessary that you use this expression, right? La palabra often no es necesario que me la incluya en la respuesta, porque usted dice de pronto, hey, me preguntaron eso, entonces yo tengo que poner todos los elementos de vuelta en la respuesta. Not like that. Often is not necessary. No es necesario a menos que often esté representando la frecuencia que usted necesite, ¿ok? Si usted quiere hablar de un 70%, entonces sí, póngame el often en la posición que usted ya conoce, ¿ok? Pero si no, no me vaya a decir, por ejemplo, I often always, no, no repetition, I often sometimes, no, 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 only the frequency, only the frequency. The other part, auxiliaries are not necessary. Recuerde que los auxiliares solo los utilizamos en la pregunta por cuestión de formato. Ya en la respuesta, si usted puede ver, no lo estamos utilizando. ¿Ok? Vea mi ejemplo. I, el espacio para la frecuencia, and the rest. Give instructions to coworkers. Just like that. All right? No extra elements. No se me vaya a confundir. No me le vaya a agregar nada más. Y recuerdo que utilizar toda la información tal cual se lo muestro acá. Now, pronunciation practice, people. Listen to this one. Escuche la pronunciación de esta. Porque no le vamos a decir instruct. No es instructions. Listen to this one. Instruct. Instructions. Instructions. Listen and practice after me. Instructions.
Instruction.
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 Instructions. Correct, correct. Exactly. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. That's the way we go, right? That's the way we go. Now, let me have some people participate. And I ask the question to you. Miss Dinora, tell me, how often do you give instructions to coworkers? Miss Dinora, hello, hello. Probably not available. Let me give the chance to other people to participate. What about on you, Diego? How often do you give instructions to coworkers?
I always give instruction to coworkers.
Always. Okay, interesting. Thank you. Thank you so much. What about on this, Rigoberto? What about you?
I occasionally give instruction to coworker.
All right, all right. Thank you so much. And let me have one more person to participate. What about you, Blanca?
I occasionally
Occasionally?
give instructions to coworkers.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you for your comments, people. Thank you so much on this one. Let's continue and let's have more practice on this. Take a look at this one. What do we check on at this moment? We check about what?
Structure.
Structure, exactly, right? We check on the necessary elements. The first one, we need a subject. And what is next? De los ejemplos que estuvimos socializando después del sujeto, what is next?
Always.
Is that the verb? Or the frequency adverb?
Adverbs.
Exactly. After the subject, frequency adverb, and after that, what is next?
Verb.
Correct. And finally?
complement.
Complement.
Perfect, perfect. Check on the position, right? Check on the position for the frequency adverb. Subject, frequency adverb, verb. It's between. Vea dónde posicionamos la frecuencia, ¿ok? Subject, frequency adverb, and then the verb, right? Try to remember on that information, ¿ok? Recuerde el orden de dónde lo vamos a utilizar. Take a look at my examples and let's read, people. My boss, everybody.
My boss
But
My
Continue.
boss
Always
arrange meeting.
My boss
arranges
always
Arrange meeting.
meetings.
meetings. Exactly. Always arranges meetings. Exactly. Take a look at the next one. Felipe, everybody.
Felipe never comes late to work.
like
Late to work.
Perfect, perfect. Felipe never comes late to work. Take a look at the next one and let's read, people. Let me see. Give me a second. What's going on? The next one, everybody, let's read. I
sometimes call
sometimes.
Sometimes call client.
All right. One more time. I sometimes call clients.
I sometimes call clients.
Call clients.
All right. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Now, let's go on the next sentence. The next one. We
We usually
Usually create
create
We usually
Payroll.
create
The
the
payroll.
exactly create. We
Create
usually
Create.
create the payroll.
payroll.
We usually create
Do you know the
Payroll.
meaning of payroll? ¿Saben qué significa payroll?
es
No.
como la
Ajá.
boleta de pago.
Correct, correct. Thank you so much, right? El payroll quiere decir una planilla donde está reflejado todo lo, usted sabe, ¿verdad? Los pagos que salen para los empleados. Payroll. People, do you create payrolls? ¿Alguien de acá trabaja en esa área haciendo planillas?
No. Usually.
Mhm. It could be possible, right? Puede ser que algunos de ustedes trabajen en esa área o pueda que no, ¿ok? But thank you so much. We usually create, tell me.
What is the meaning arranges?
Arrange is similar to say organize.
Ah,
Organize, right? Pues es bastante similar como organizar o tal vez agendar. Mhm.
okay.
Okay, perfect. And the last one, people. What is the last sentence? You
Seldom leave
seldom
Early.
seldom.
seldom
You
leave early.
seldom leave early.
What is the meaning of leave?
Irse.
Irse, exacto, all right? You seldom leave early, right? What about on you? Let's take it personally. Leave early from work. Imaginémonos irnos temprano del trabajo. I always leave early. I never. Let me have some people. Imagínese usted, ¿verdad? Salir de su trabajo, irse de su trabajo. What about on this one, Miss Kenia Melissa? What could be a real sentence for you? ¿Cuál sería una oración verídica para usted, cambiando tal vez la frecuencia? I
I usually leave early.
okay, usually leave early. Okay, thank you so much, Kenya, for your collaboration. What about on you, Jacqueline? Leave early from work, ¿verdad? Irse temprano del trabajo. Miss Jacqueline?
I sometimes
Mhm.
leave early.
All right. Sometimes leave early. Thank you, thank you. And final person to participate, Jose Noe, what about you?
I sometimes leave early my work.
Sometimes leave early. All right, all right. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Now, let's have more, or before we go to this practice, Notice on something. If you pay attention to this part, let me copy this one and let me show this to you. Take a look at the information. Arranges, comes, right? What is going on in the sentences? ¿Qué pueden notar ustedes en las oraciones cuando hacemos referencia a my boss and Felipe?
Third person.
Ah, third person. Do we make the changes? Vea por ahí las oraciones. ¿Será que estamos aplicando las reglas o no?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
That's correct. That's correct. And check on this one. When we express ideas about frequency, we incorporate the rules, right? We don't forget the rules. Vea por acá, y por eso opté por ponerles esos ejemplos, que siempre vamos a utilizar las reglas que ya conocemos. Los adverbios de frecuencia no me van a venir a quitar las reglas en el afirmativo. ¿Okay? Recuérdense que ayer vimos que los auxiliares eliminan el cambio y lo vuelve a forma base. ¿Okay? ¿En qué escenarios tenemos los auxiliares? Si se recuerdan. Auxiliares in affirmative.
En question.
In
Question.
questions and
Negative form.
in negative, exactly. Questions in negative, right? But that is auxiliaries, right? Esos son los auxiliares que ya vimos, ¿ok? Los adverbios, que serían estas palabras que denotan repetición, no hacen ningún cambio al verbo. Quiere decir que yo tengo que aplicar las reglas que ya conozco. Entonces, si ya digo my boss, pongo la frecuencia, pero después hago el cambio necesario a la tercera persona. My boss always arranges. Third person singular. The next one, Felipe. Felipe never, talking about the frequency. Felipe never, but after that, I need to make the change. Never comes late to work. Notice that one. We always have the rules for the third person singular, right? Don't forget about that one. That is essential. Now, before we go to the next practice, is there any question from this topic? Any doubt at this moment? Questions about the frequency adverbs?
No.
No, from Yolanda. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. What about the rest?
No question.
No.
Not at this moment? All right, all right. No problem, no problem. Let's work at this moment on the next exercise. And for that, let me copy a link to you. Let me see on this one. To the name. Copy link. And at this moment, I am going to ask you to complete a practice. I share the link to you. Just give me a second and I share the link. In this practice, you are going to see sentences that are in this order. Your responsibility, order the sentences, right? Move the words to have the correct order. All right? That is what you do at this moment, okay? Check on this one. Check on the practice. Do you have access to this? Vean por ahí el enlace que les compartí y confírmenme si tienen, si pueden acceder. Les va a solicitar su nombre, ¿ok?
Podría mandar el link al chat de aquí de Zoom, por favor.
Yeah, for sure, no problem.
Ya entré.
All right, perfect. This is what you do. You will see something similar to this one. You click on the word and move it to the position and let go of the click, right? Va a dar clic sobre alguna palabra, la que usted guste, y con el clic sostenido, va a mover la palabra a la posición deseada y luego solo suelta el botoncito, ¿ok? Si la palabra cambia de color, quiere decir que está en la posición correcta. Si no cambia de color, entonces quiere decir que no es esa la posición, ¿ok? That is what you do. All right, at this moment, I give you 5 minutes to work on this exercise. All right, complete. And then we check on this one as a class. But at this moment, let's complete the practice. Thank you so much.
I am feeling coach.
Thank you, mister. Thank you, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much for your responses. Thank you, thank you.
Teacher, I have a question.
Tell me, tell me.
In the sentence 6,
Mhm.
hardly is similar difícilmente.
Yeah, hardly. Exactly. Mhm, mhm.
En porcentaje sería como rarely.
Hardly, creo que la expresión, no sé si estoy equivocado, era hardly ever.
Hardly ever, yes.
Hardly ever, yeah. Sí, representa poca repetición, anda bastante por rarely. Ujú.
por red.
Por ese
Okay.
porcentaje anda. Ajá.
Okay.
Ujú.
Teacher, hardly ever puede ser también casi nunca.
Casi nunca, correcto, correcto. Ujú. Thank you so much. I see more responses. That's amazing. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Now, people, let's work together to solve this exercise. What about the first one? Take a look at my screen at this moment. What is the correct order for this sentence?
Todas las recetas.
Porque yo
I
supuestamente todas me las traje para acá.
Never.
Pero es del
I
19.
never,
Eat.
thank you so much.
In
I never eat.
front.
In
No,
front of
me
the
dice
TV.
4 de noviembre. Está en
All right. The
Oh,
TV.
the
Thank you so
TV.
much. Exactly. Nicely done. Nicely done. What about on the next one? What's the correct order?
Cheese.
She
Sometimes.
sometimes
She's sometimes.
watches
Wash.
Operas.
soap,
Operas.
Operas?
soap opera
So,
So
soap
Operas.
in the
operas
the
in
evening.
the evening.
the
evening.
evening. All right. Let's see on this one. Listen to this one. Soap operas, similar to Pasión de Gavilanes, right? Soap operas, Betty la Fea. All right. That is a soap opera. What is other soap opera you know?
Eh,
Don't be shy. Sin pena. What is other soap opera that you know?
Yo no veo eso.
Okay, no problem.
Yo
Yo
veo que
tampoco, yo tampoco, pero las he escuchado. Ajá. Right. María la del barrio, I believe, right? Ay, sí.
Pedro el Escamoso dice.
Pedro el Escamoso,
usurpadora.
ay, sí. Es la usurpadora, ay,
Se le tiene.
exactly. Thank you so much, all right? Do you like soap operas, people? Do you watch soap operas?
No sé si lo que hay drama cuenta como soap operas.
It could be, it could be. Ahora ya en la era moderna, sí, creo que como K-dramas le ponen, right?
Ah, pues sí, yo sí.
All right, no problem.
Teleserie.
So exactly, right? We have a lot of series now. Ahora ya tenemos tanto material que ya no nos quedamos solo con soap operas. Hay series, movies, and everything, right? Thank you so much. Let's go for the next one. Let's work together. We say,
My
My
parents.
parents
el 19.
Parents
my parents
always
always
always, my parents always,
watch the
watch
news.
the news at night.
watch the news at night, all right? Talking about the news, like El Noticiero, Cuatro Visión. What is other news that you know?
Código 21.
Código 21. My goodness, all right? Thank you. Thank you so much. Any other news that you know?
Los del Canal 12.
All right, exactly. Canal 12, that is other.
CNN.
All right, exactly, CNN, exactly. Thank you so much. The next one is already done. Esta ya la había completado yo. But let's read it together. We, everybody, we
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 passionately
passionately
watch
reality shows on Friday night.
on Fridays. Exactly. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. What about on the next one? Number 5, we say
You
Y
rarely
Se metió.
we rarely
watch
the
series.
series
Channel
on
6.
Channel 6.
all right, on channel 6. All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's correct. Next one, we say
You?
You hardly
You
ever
hardly ever.
watch games.
watch game shows.
All right, the platform watch game shows. Exactly. The last one.
My
My
brother
brother
usually
Usually
Uh-huh.
watches
watches
cartoon.
cartoons.
watches
En mi caso es al revés.
Exactly. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. And those are the answers. And thank you so much, people, for your time in the practice. Tell me, any questions so far? Preguntas? Questions?
No.
Not yet. All right. Let's do something. Let's go for the next activity. And I explain this to you. We're going to have a speaking activity and writing and speaking activity. But for this, let me copy to you the next link. All right. And I need your collaboration. We are going to, let me see, copy link. Let me copy this one over the chat. And let me copy the same link over WhatsApp as well. All right. Please access the practice. It is going to ask you for your name and type in your name, please, just to be part of this activity. When you incorporate, I tell you the rest of the instructions. But at this moment, access the practice, please. I have one person so far. Thank you, thank you. Five people so far. I have 14 people so far. Thank you so much. All right, perfect. Now, let's work on this exercise. Do you remember the question to ask for frequency? ¿Cómo iniciamos la pregunta para averiguar frecuencia de algo?
How often do you?
How
How
often?
often?
Exactly, right? We begin with, let me make this one, with how often. At this moment, I need your collaboration to make one question at this moment, all right? One question like this one. How often do you and incorporate an action, right? Vamos a averiguar qué tan frecuente alguien realiza algo. Entonces vamos a poner, how often do you, incorpóreme usted la acción y un complemento para la pregunta. Por ejemplo, how often do you sing, right? Do you sing in the shower, right? ¿Qué tan a menudo cantas en la ducha? And I post it here, all right? And then I create my question. I need everybody's collaboration. En esta pizarra interactiva vamos a colectar toda la información, right? How often do you eat candies? Thank you, Jacqueline. What about the rest? Thank you, thank you. How often do you drink coffee in the morning? How often do you cook in your house? All right. Check on spelling, please, right? Check on that one. I believe it is possible to edit. Creo que se pueden editar las respuestas, así que si usted da clic en su publicación, en los tres puntitos, le da clic y ahí le va a dejar editar, ¿ok? Puede hacer los cambios. How often, check on this one, Eli, how often. Vea el orden. Eli aquí me puso who, no me puso how, all right? H-O-W, make the change, please. Hágame el cambio, porfa. How often do you listen to music? How often do you listen to? Nos hace falta incluso ahí el to music. ¿Ok? Hágame el cambio, Eli, por favor. Thank you, thank you. José Noé, how often Nos hace falta, Mr. José Noé, how often do you? Nos hace falta estructura todavía. How often do you go to the gym, right? How often do
Teacher,
you go to the gym? Tell me.
how do you say cancha?
Ah, ¿de qué tipo de cancha estaríamos hablando? ¿Como algo natural, como de fútbol?
Sí.
Ok, entonces lo decimos soccer field, like this one. Soccer field, ¿ok? Porque es un campo, algo natural. Le preguntaba porque si fuera tipo de básquetbol, entonces sería por abreviación basketball court, por la superficie, ¿ok? Por eso sería un court. Pero si es algo natural, sería field. Let me have more people. And let me give some. How often do you listen to music? Thank you, Ellie, for the corrections. How often do you go to the gym? Thank you, Jose. How often do you visit a dentist? Marcela, check a final T is missing. Nos hace falta una T en la ocupación. Dentist. Dentist. Diego Godínez, how often do you play? Uh, in this one, Diego, you can make it more specific, right? Podríamos hacerlo más específico. How often do you exercise at the gym? Right? ¿Qué tan frecuente te ejercitas en el gimnasio? Escucha one more time. How often do you exercise at the gym? Right? Esa sería la pregunta, tal vez. Odalis, how often do you clean the room? Eduardo, how often do you visit your family? Jocelyn, how often do you watch TV? All right, thank you. Jacqueline, how often do you go to the park? All right, that's amazing. How often do you run in the soccer field? Thank you, Alvaro. Don't forget to put a question mark. Solo por formato, no olvide poner un signo de interrogación al final. Álvaro, Stanley,
Okay.
thank you. Jancy, how often do you drink water? All right, that's okay. Jose Rigoberto, how often do you practice English? All right, thank you, Jose Rigoberto. Don't forget on the question mark. No olvide el signo de interrogación al final, José Rigoberto. Y los idiomas siempre inician con letra mayúscula. Entonces la E tendría que ser mayúscula. Eso aplica para todos los idiomas. All right? Thank you. Thank you so much. How often do you dance in the party? Thank you, Kenya. And the rest is nice. Thank you so much. Now, people, the final practice. We go to a breakup room at this moment and we work in groups. The idea, use this one as your reference, all right? This is your question bank. Utilice las preguntas que sus compañeros han creado como un banco de preguntas, ¿ok? ¿Qué va a hacer? You interview your classmates, right? Pregúntele a sus compañeros how often, hágale una pregunta y tome nota de lo que le responde, ¿ok? Tome por lo menos la frecuencia y la acción, ¿ok? Por ejemplo, si yo hablo con Juanito, por darles un ejemplo. Juanito, always play soccer, right? Always play soccer. Solo tomo el dato específico, right? How often do you eat pupusas? Carmen, pupusas always, all right? Pupusas always. And then you go like that one. Tomen nota de lo que sus compañeros les responde, ¿ok? And then tomorrow I explain, right? Mañana les explico qué vamos a hacer, pero por el momento recolectamos información utilizando estas preguntas. Are you ready for practice?
Yes.
Yes? Yes, 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 or no,
Yes.
no, no?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Let's make 4 groups and try to participate as much as possible. At this moment we begin. We have 10 minutes. Vamos a tener 9 a 10 minutos para poder socializar. Trate de preguntar lo más que pueda, ¿ok? Let's do it. Thank you so much.
Álvaro, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Never eat candies.
Ah, yo pensé que me iba a preguntar algo.
No estoy respondiendo.
Sí, mis diamantes.
Okay.
Okay, the next question para Blanca is how often do you play a soccer?
Um, I usually play soccer just on Sundays.
Question. Next question.
Jackie, it's your turn. Jackie,
Hola,
te toca.
yo pregunto.
Cualquiera de las preguntas que están ahí en las que pusieron los compañeros.
Ay,
How often do you clean your room?
I usually clean my room.
Okay. And the other question. How often do you run in the park? Kenia?
Ay, perdón, pensé que era alguien otro. I early run in the park. Pregúnteme por comida y si voy a decir I always. Pero actividades
But
así
in this
físicas,
case,
no.
rarely. What about you, Lu?
Hello, hello.
Hello.
How are you doing in the practice? I don't listen to you. ¿Cómo vamos en la práctica? No les escucho.
Sleep.
No, come on, no time to sleep. It's time for practice.
Sleep.
José
No,
Rigoberto,
excelente.
how often do you dance in the park?
Dancing in the party.
Dance in the park. Ajá.
I occasionally dancing.
Okay, o pues pregunta a otra persona.
Carla.
¿Quieres comer? ¿Quieres comer? Y en la noche para darle comida. Mañana le da.
How often do you go to the park?
How often do you
go to the park?
do you go? I never go to the park. Never.
Okay.
Eh, how often do you travel to Guatemala?
Dinora, dijiste.
No.
¿Es para mí o para quién?
Yolanda.
Ajá, no escuché bien el nombre.
Perfecto.
Ah, para mí. I occasionally visit Guatemala.
Oh,
Occasionally. Dinora. Quiero ver. How often do you clean the room? Sería, how often do you clean your room?
Always clean my room.
Okay.
Okay. Diego Javier. O no es el que acaba de decir, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Claudia Eugenia. How often do you listen to music?
I often do music, listen to music.
Sorry?
All right, all right. Thank you so much, people. Tell me, how did the practice go? ¿Cómo nos fue la práctica? Everything okay?
Interesting.
Yes.
Interesting.
Fine.
Did you take notes? Do you have info? ¿Tomaron notas?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Amazing. Thank you so much, people. All right. With this, we finish today's class, and tomorrow we continue learning on some information. We are going to be using the notes tomorrow, all right? Vamos a utilizar las notas que usted tomó ahora. Yo les voy a explicar cómo las utilizamos mañana. Así que téngalas por ahí, que siempre las vamos a utilizar. Don't worry about that. Thank you everyone for your time in the practice. You did great. I was visiting you and I know you were practicing. Por ahí les visité a sus salas y escuché que estaban preguntando, estaban reportando información, and that is something really nice. So people, congratulations. Now, have a good night, a perfect day tomorrow, and see you next time, please.
Good night. See you tomorrow,
Good night,
teacher.
everyone.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye. Take care. See
Bye.
you. Bye-bye.